Thailand says it will impose a tourism tax starting next year. Let's see where the money goes. Meanwhile, an anti-corruption official gets sacked for joining the dark side, and a Thai celebrity is to embark on a daring journey in the name of charity. All this is coming up in today's program. You're watching Thailand News Today, bringing you the latest top stories in Thailand and beyond. My name is Jet Gunther, and in our first story, starting next year, foreigners entering Thailand by plane will have to pay an entry fee of 300 baht. The so-called tourism tax was originally intended for the start of this year, but was delayed to give Thailand's tourism industry a chance to recover from the pandemic. The fee will be introduced next year, presumably January 1st, according to Thailand's Minister of Tourism, Pipat Rashakit Prakan. Foreigners flying into Thailand are required to pay the entry fee no matter their visa status, while any foreigners who are in the Kingdom of Thailand for less than 24 hours will be exempt from paying the fee. It equates to pretty much $8.22. Thai passport holders will be exempt from the tourist tax. Foreigners who hold work permits, foreign diplomats, and infants under 2 years old will most likely be exempt from the tourist tax as well, although this is yet to be confirmed by the ministry. How Thailand intends to use the collected tax revenue remains a bit of a mystery. The Ministry of Tourism says the tax will be spent on developing tourist attractions. However, it also said the tax will act as accident insurance, but the exact details about what kind of accidents are insured have not been released yet. On Saturday, Hat Yai Songkhla Hotels Association spoke out against the government-imposed tourist tax. Association President Sithipong Sithipatprapha said the fee will act as another obstacle for tourists, especially if the fee is applied to tourists entering Thailand from Malaysia via the land border. The association is worried that tourists coming into southern Thailand via car, bus, or train might only plan on staying in the kingdom for a few days and could be deterred by the cost. The Ministry of Tourism appears to have considered this point and plans to impose the tax on foreigners arriving by plane only, although the exact details are not set in stone. The Deputy Secretary General of the National Anti-Corruption Commission, Prayat Puangchampa, has been fired from his post for, corruption, specifically having amassed an unusual amount of wealth. The NACC acts as a watchdog against corruption, but today they acted on one of their own, with the chairman signing an order confirming the Deputy Secretary General's dismissal yesterday. The firing comes after accounts and assets, many of which were stashed abroad, were uncovered, revealing 650 million baht in personal wealth. Though his exact salary is not confirmed, it certainly is not enough to amount to almost 500 million baht. And the money was allegedly hidden away as well. NACC officials say that Prayat made false statements about 6 assets valued at around 2 million baht to deliberately conceal the wealth when he was confirmed to the post in 2017. Those items were held within Thailand but under his spouse's name. But since 2019, 4 other high-value assets were uncovered, stashed in other countries, and valued at a staggering 225 million baht. Thailand's Office of the Attorney General will then be the agency to pursue the prosecution of Prayat at the Criminal Court for corruption and misconduct cases. The NACC is the department that takes on high-profile corruption cases and investigates them to seek justice. Recent cases include that of the Deputy Minister of Education accused of a land deal that encroached on a national park, and a police officer accused of soliciting bribes from residents in Chiang Mai. Last year, they investigated the confusingly wealthy officer Joe Ferrari after he suffocated a suspect in police custody, and previously they investigated the shocking number of extremely expensive watches worn by now acting caretaker Prime Minister Prawit Wongsuwan. As for whether justice has truly been served on these high-profile cases is a whole different story. Let's move on for now. Thailand is in talks with the U.S. to bring home ancient heirlooms. The Thai deputy government spokesperson Rashida Thanadirek revealed that the U.S. Department of Homeland Security is in negotiations with the Denver Art Museum for the return of the Sivichai-era Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara and 2 bronze statues of the Theravada period from the 7th and to the 11th centuries AD. The Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara, known in Chinese as Guanyin, is the embodiment of virtue and compassion and became the most important deity in Buddhism around the 6th century. Rashida added that the Thai Culture Ministry is also confident of the return of 2 more precious artifacts belonging to the kingdom, one from the Asia Society and Museum in New York, a Buddha statue of the Theravada period, and a stone sculpture from the British Museum in London, which is also from the Theravada period. The Thai Culture Ministry managed to negotiate the return of a 500-years-old antique gold crown from the U.S. in June. The crown, which weighs about 42 grams, is made of 95% pure gold in the Lana art form and was used to decorate a stone-sculpted Buddha statue, a popular practice during the period as a religious offering. Thailand also recovered 2 Khmer lintels from the Asian Art Museum in the U.S. last year. The 2 Khmer stone lintels are believed to have originated from Nong Hong Palace in Buriram Province and Kowloon Palace in Sa Kaeo Province. The 2 artifacts are now on show at Phnom Rung Historical Park in Buriram and Satok Kok Thom Historical Park in Sa Kaeo Province. Famous Thai actor and singer Pakin Kamvilaisak hopes to make a splash with his charity swim across the Mekong River from Thailand to Laos, and at the same time raise awareness about environmental issues and raise funds for hospitals in the 2 countries. Pakin, also known by his nickname Tono, revealed that he had met with his team to plan the upcoming mission called One Man and the River. He said the swim will be the most difficult thing he's done in his life, but it is for a worthy cause. The 36-year-old revealed that he would swim 15 kilometers across the Mekong River, starting from the Naga Monument in the northeastern province of Nakhon Phanom to Si Khot Boon Stupa in Laos on Saturday, October the 22nd. Tono made it known that he selected the Mekong River because it is important for Thailand, especially for people in the Isan province who believe in the mythical snake, the Naga. He said he wants the Thai and Lao people to take care of the river as well. The Khon Kaen-born celebrity revealed that he would begin swim practice after his latest television drama ends filming at the beginning of next month. Tono said he had been playing football to develop his leg muscles, but still had to develop his breathing skills for swimming. The former footballer with Ratchaburi and Ayutthaya United acknowledges the risks involved, but believes highlighting the globe's environmental problems makes it all worthwhile. He also believes the Naga will protect him from any danger. Donations for the swim open on October the 1st and close when the event ends on October the 22nd. The donations will be split in half between Nakhon Phanom Hospital in Thailand and a hospital in Tha Kak town in Laos. This isn't Tono's first charity splash. 2 years ago, the actor planned to swim 82 kilometers across 12 islands over 18 days from a pier in the southern province of Surat Thani to Koh Samui Island. Unfortunately, the swim had to be cancelled after he had completed 27 kilometers because of the government's COVID emergency decree rules. Because, COVID lives in salt water and all. And that's all for our report from Thailand News Today. The show will be back tomorrow. Meanwhile, you're now up to date on the Thaiger.